last left off, we were at war with Austria-Hungary. It has actually been a few days since I've recorded anything for this. I tend to record 2 episodes at once, and I knew I was going to get busy over the weekend, so I actually did a front load of about 4 or 5 episodes, and that has now run out, so we are back to recording. The other thing I have done in the meantime is I have started building a few air bases in the parts of Dalmatia that we control. So that will mean that we will have aircraft in case Chansey decides to go strike in the heart of the enemy again. Our ships are all over the place right now. I believe we have a big enough force in the Mediterranean, but we can always reinforce it as needed. We've currently got the Caimans there. We may send the Redoubtables. In fact, we may send one Redoubtable. And I would like to send one Leon there as well. So Leon. And hopefully we will get to see if I have made terrible mistakes or not. I will move... Oh no, we already have minesweepers there. Good. I would like to get a few more destroyers in there. So we'll move enough so that we have 2 divisions of destroyers in the Mediterranean. And I think that looks okay. Submarines. We have plenty of submarines and more well on the way. Carquois. Oh yes, we have Carquois going everywhere. I may... Oh, Chansey is out for 2 more months. Alright, she will be back though. We may... Oh no, only 3 months away for the Aramachis. I am very much looking forward to having a carrier. As for our submarines, we may put it on prize rules. That will limit their effectiveness, but it also means we won't be blowing up any British or American passenger liners. Oh, no, we will put some ships on trade protection. Thank you very much, game. We will put this lot on trade protection. Oh, Carquois that haven't been updated yet. And all of our all of the non-minesweeping ones. That's what corvettes are good for. But we have a excess of destroyers, so we may just put those on as well. And who do we want raiding? We had a raider around here somewhere. Yes. You will raid. And you can raid. Looks good. Next turn. Algeria. Ugh. Alright. Ooh, okay. Yep, I thought so. Fleet battle. Ooh, this may get interesting. Well, we're not ones to decline. What do we have? We have, good thing we had the Leons. So that's our main battle force. Hello, Fian. One heavy cruiser and Luca with our own force. We will put the scout forces to AI control. Fian, what are you doing? We'll put you to AI control as well. And Alger, you are scouting. Okay. It would have been nice to have a few airports online, but we'll see how everything goes. Oh, unknown ship sighted. Okay. Better start heading towards that. 20 knots. 20 knots. I'll put these ones on screen. Luca will continue just getting closer. Oh, that is a battle cruiser. Alright. Our first catch of the day. Go to screen. Now if the Brooks can just hold her own until the battleships arrive, she should be alright. Just chase off that light cruiser. Let's get a look at you. Not great, not terrible. 9 inches of armor. So she is actually vulnerable to our heavy cruiser's guns. Battleships are coming into range. Be interesting to see where the rest of the Austro-Hungarian fleet has gone. If they will come out to fight or not. Now Brooks, you took a hit, limited by 22 knots. She's taken minor damage. Stay in close contact for now. Her guns are big enough to basically turn the Brooks into Swiss cheese. But she's a small enough target that I don't think the bowman is actually able to get any guns on her in this rough seas. In fact, she is starting to get some decent hits in. Redoubtable and Indomitable seem to be getting more hits in. Kaiman is just firing at the edge of her range, so her accuracy is limited. Leon is pummeling this battle cruiser. I'm hoping we can slow it down enough that Brooks will be able to get in closer. Oh, we have more contacts on our other side. Alright. Kaiman, you'll have to regroup, even if that means leaving that. Yeah, Brooks, cut him loose. See if they turn around. I really don't want you firing at destroyers. Yep, there we go. They're starting to... Brooks is going to get in there. I would like Kaiman, but she is catching up. lot of our destroyers are starting to lay smoke. Oh, night time? Really? Okay. Well, we will do the battle turn away. Except it may become the battle turn towards. Oh, Brooks has used up 50% of her ammunition already. That would have been an impressive sight. That would have just been the entire French Navy turning as one straight towards the enemy. But, alas, all we can do is watch from here. We are starting to lose sight of the enemy ships. The French Navy has the advantage if we can keep good range. If I was going to engage at night, it would be when their forces were a little bit more scattered than this. Oh. Yet again, a few of our very ambitious destroyers making a move there. They've fired a few torpedoes, but it doesn't look like they got any hits. Enough to make the Austro-Hungarians think twice. Again, the battle is cancelled due to weather. They are using a corvette to keep tabs on us, though. Okay. We may head back to Zara. Just hope that none of our ships decide it's going to be a great idea to turn around and try and confront the enemy again. We will turn the Brooks down to 20. Actually, yeah, it's a good idea. Go down to cruise. With so many coal ships in our fleet, we still occasionally need to slow down just so that our boilers can get a clean. Eventually they'll realise they're heading in entirely the opposite direction, but until then. The game hasn't ended the scenario yet, which tells me that there's probably a few Austro-Hungarian ships trying to shadow us. We won't pull in at Zara, we may go to Spalato. The Islay is going to run straight into the boot of Italy. Yep, there it goes. Oh, another one has lost contact and is... yeah. Oh, hello. Ah, one of our submarines is reporting enemy contact. Yes, this is what submarines look like on the map. That is a coastal submarine, so it's just hanging outside of an enemy port, just seeing what it can do. The fact that it actually radio its position to us is a little bit unusual, but might find we get lucky and it has attacked an enemy ship. Awful weather in the Mediterranean. Oh, hello. Yep, don't know what that light cruiser is doing. One of them seems to have found its way back. We may just make our way towards Kitaro. Here we go. Oh no, don't be sunk. Oh, okay, yep, she made it. Ah, that investment in that torpedo protection technology pays off. Yeah, I'll take the marginal victory. It would have been nice to sort of settle that there and then. That does tell me we probably need to move more ships into theatre. I'm leery about moving too much all at once, simply because the British are very, very dangerous. For right now, we will just have to do it. So we have 3 air bases being constructed in Dalmatia, along with quite a few batteries. That's what's tanking our budget right now. This 14-inch gun. We can only build 12-inch guns on the sea, but we can build 14-inch guns on land. How's that for treaties for you? It's actually slightly slower. We'll keep our current ones. Oh, it is willing to try again. Oh, it would be unseemly not to take that fight, although again, Nightfall is not an impossibility. What do we have here? Leon, Sulfurino, Redoubtable, Indomitable. What are you? You are, okay, you're one of our Leons. So 2 Leons, 1 Kaiman, and 1 Redoubtable. Oh yeah, there's the turrets. So a very eclectic mix. Kaiman is again operating by herself. Gunsight 1 is probably still in dry dock, getting that torpedo damage repaired. Torville has arrived. There's Luca and Fian in the same squad. We'll put the scout ones under AI control. Oh, Chansey. Chansy's back. Just who is scouting for who right now? I have to see. Where is that ship sighted? Cassard. Okay. Let me put you to screen. Now she's been asked to pick on someone her own size. Oh, and one of her rear turret has decided today is not its day. .26 knots. So the Tourville is actually faster. I believe the Tourville is less armoured, but alright. We may take that fight. Go down to 25 knots. The Tourville is basically just delaying until our battleships can arrive. Please tell me you have director. Yes, so you should have the advantage in accuracy. Oh, bowman hits. A shell just dinged off one of Tourville's turrets. Okay, go up to 25. 26. Oh, Tourville is starting to put punishment on the bowman. Go to squad max. Do not let it retreat. It's the first time France has had a ship that's actually faster than her opponents. However, they do have some heavy cruisers coming to help. 4.5 inches of armor. The only thing scary about those is the guns. I believe her rudder may have been hit. Continue the engagement. Oh, hello. That is one of our recon planes. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's the main fleet by the looks of it. Tourville, we don't want you to head straight towards that. In fact, she's now fighting 5 times her number of battleships. Alright. We may have to bring the Chanzi up. Battleships will have to go to max speed. Tourville will continue delaying. Yeah. The thing with the Tourville is her armor is low, but she's fast and she's got big guns. So her guns should actually be bigger than anything the Austro-Hungarians can bring to the field today. We will get the battleships just to turn. Support, yep. Light cruisers, I want you on screen. Go to screen. And that will just mean that they'll try and keep enemy destroyers at bay. Chanzi, go and support the Tourville. Chanzi does not have the biggest guns in the field, but they are rapid firing. And they should be pretty accurate. If she has director, which she does, her crew quality is poor. So she may not... Yeah. Chanzi's come into range, and she doesn't have the range to fire back yet. Oh, Tourville, time to turn around. Go down to 20 knots. So, that is a lot of firepower going downrange towards that enemy fleet. One of our destroyers is having engine trouble. Hits are starting to be made. Kaiman is drawing a lot of fire. Shanzi is barely in range. Torval may have to just take some evasive action, because she's... all those little white dots, those are shell splashes of something shooting at her. That could get real interesting for her. She had a near miss just then. So we'll just keep her... she's doing good work with her secondaries. She did take a hit. Ooh, conning tower hit. It didn't knock out her fire control. We may just have her... we'll just get Chanzi to... where's he up there? Oh, Torval. Domitable took a few hits. How are you doing? You're okay. Shells bouncing off Leon's turrets at the moment. Waterline hit. How are you doing? You're fine. Oh, Leon took a engine room hit. There's a lot of punishment going on. It's just like two wrestlers just slapping each other in the face for funsies at the moment. Oh, Shanzi took a hit. But she's doing well. She is taking on an enemy battleship. What? Surely that can't be right. A 1904 battleship. Alright, well. Well, the Austro-Hungarians are dragging everything out to try and fight the French at the moment. Our destroyers are taking a little bit of a battering. Kasad, how are you doing? You're still okay. Oh, we've lost a turret. Only temporarily, but Torval was not really meant to take that much punishment. We are about to run into the backside of Sicily. Oh, bridge damaged. Okay. Director is still operational. Chanzi take evasive action. Looks like they've got your number. Kaiman is taking rather a battering. Still okay though, things are just bouncing off of her. The other ones I'm worried about in this fight are the Chanzi and the Torval. And maybe some of our light cruisers. Look at all those hits going through. The only thing I am worried about right now is ammunition. Do we have enough of it? I do know that we have invested in making sure that we have plenty of ammunition for our ships. So these are their most modern ones. Not terribly fast, not terribly slow. Just the amount of armor on them. We may actually just have to get closer so that we can penetrate it. Toolville may have to do the work on those. One of these ships is just getting torn apart. 2 turrets down. Turrets have been knocked out, blown off. Shell splashes everywhere. It's actually looking pretty messy on the Austro-Hungarian side. Even though they're tough, it looks like either the turrets are temperamental or they're susceptible to damage. I'm not sure which. Night is falling. We have done substantial damage. We're having turrets disabled but not knocked out. I would like to get at least one of these ships after about 5 hours of trading shots. It may be that Valberg class. Send in the flotilla. It's now becoming a bit of, as the naval historians would say, a fuckfest. Chansey is going in. It would be nice when we do get some radar. That's not happened yet. Oh, she has caught fire. As long as Chansey can avoid a torpedo, excellent, excellent job, Rapier. You have made the Republic proud. Chansey, take evasive action. Oh, Chansey has let off her own torpedo. It's also hit the enemy ship. Things are getting kind of crazy. Indomitable. Ooh. How are you? You are okay. It really is just becoming an absolute fuckfest down there. Has been rammed. Ow. Are you okay? Yeah, you're alright. Ships are ramming each other. There's fires going on everywhere. It's just absolute madness. Valberg takes another torpedo. Torpedoes going everywhere. Inferno, please stop charging the enemy. It's awful. It's hell. It's just fire and oh, Torville is hit by a torpedo. How are you? You're okay. Your speed has been reduced. Ooh, Indomitable. Yeah, we're starting to eat torpedoes now, so we may just fall back. Oh, Indomitable's not looking too healthy. There are ships just going everywhere. Indomitable, how are you doing? You're not doing great. Hopefully you can limit the flooding. Yep, she's... damage control is working. Indomitable was hit by another torpedo. Oh no, we lost the Indomitable. She didn't make it. Yep, something managed to hit her. Well, we can't. The French Navy cannot let that stand. Yep, that last torpedo managed to get her. Oops. Hello? Yep. Oh, Torville, how are you doing? Yeah, you might want to exit the combat as well. Waiting for that Uzik to fucking sink already. Ships are just going everywhere, no one knows what's going on. How many torpedoes do you have left? You've got one torpedo left, well, make it count. Oh, Escopette just can't get the torpedo on target. Yep, the Indomitable has gone down. She will be remembered. So we will be send the Inferno. Oops. Oh, we'll have to go and pick up survivors. We may tell the fleet to rejoin. Oops. And eventually our destroyers will find their way back towards us. Oh. Inferno, you're actually not doing so well, so we will pull you off that. Oh no, we lost the Inferno as well. Oh dear. This has not gone entirely the way the French wanted, but the joys of a night engagement, no one has any idea what's going to go happen next. Alright, I think that's about all that we can do. Go back, lick our wounds. Oh, hello. finish off this destroyer. Don't know why the Fiend launched torpedoes there, but Cassard has decided to have an adventure of her own. Who has spotted what? Arbalete. Oh, you have spotted that disabled destroyer. Yep, stokers are getting exhausted. Go to cruise. Go to cruise. French Navy is starting to gather itself. Oh. Ah, so we lost 2 battleships. And they only lost 1. Oh well. Congratulations, they have pulled victory from the jaws of defeat. And we are in the market for a new battleship. Speaking of which, the Naval Board has approved a new type of ship, but we will leave that for the next episode. Ciao.